What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting out a series where we start off with $0, one property, a chainsaw, and the gator. You're watching Landon's Farms. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I ended up just buying this property that was actually right here behind us during the intro. We're starting off with $0, chainsaw, and a gator. We're going to work our way up. My plan is to eventually get enough of this forest land cleared. We can plow a field, get a field going, and build some buildings and make our own farm and expand across the map. But to do that, we got to start out with the gator and chainsaw. Just cut down trees, haul wood to the sawmill. Alright, got the chainsaw. Let's get ready and let's cut this tree down. We'll start out by cutting it as low as possible. I do plan on getting a mulcher right now to just go across the whole thing, get rid of the brush and everything for the farm and for the field. We need to cut down, or we need to cut off the branches on the tree before we can haul it in. Alright, run back to the end of this tree now. Start cutting it up. We gotta start off in smaller pieces where the tree is thicker, so I can pick it up and put it on the gator. But then as we go here, we can start cutting them in the longer lengths. Alright, so we got the tree. We got the tree all cut up in the sizable pieces now. Now we just gotta load it up into the gator by hand to get as much as we possibly can on here. I don't know why it's doing that, but for some reason, when you cut down these trees, it doesn't, at least for the bottom pieces, it doesn't, like, for some reason the collisions are screwed up, so it takes up more room than it should. That's okay, we'll get as many on here as we can. And that's what you get for trying to pile it on there more than it needs to be. You lose it all. One eternity later, finally got it loaded up as much as I could and on the back of the gator. I think what you're supposed to do on this sawmill is pull through here, just unstrap it all. Just throw it off right here. And then you go up here to this little sell point trigger. You sell it. And look at that, we got $772. So if we just keep doing that over and over and over again, maybe we can get enough money to put a down payment for either a truck, a tractor, a trailer, or something that'll carry more wood that we can load up bigger loads and get it done quicker. Alright guys, so we're back. I got the gator somewhat loaded up. I'm hoping we can get the rest of this tree hauled out of here on this load, but we'll see how well I can make that work. Yeah, so you guys don't have to watch. We'll turn this into a... You guys don't have to watch this real close. We'll turn this into a time lapse, and we'll see how well the time lapse works. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. During that time lapse, I got thinking maybe we could put a 3-point hitch arm on this Gator. I know you can do that part, but I'm hoping that we can put a winch on the back of this, so that way we can drag maybe 1 or 2 whole trees to the sell point and sell them as a whole. That way we get more done quicker. I've used the winch. I bought the winch using the financing, hoping that, there it is, hoping that if we do enough logging every month that we can afford to have that monthly payment, I think, of $300. I went with as many payments as possible, that way the payouts were as little as possible. And I'm hoping we've got a sell point here, or fixed repair point. So after a lot of searching, I cannot find a vehicle workstation at the main shop, so we're gonna have to buy the $700 one that we just place on our land, just like that. That way we have a place to actually customize this Gator. Alright, so after spending $1,100 on the 3-point hitch attachment for it, we've got the winch hooked on. We're going down to the other end so we don't have to drag trees as far to see if it works. I'm hopeful this will work, and if it does, it's going to save us so much more time to get more money to get this even quicker. Alright, we got that tree cut down. Now let's get in the Gator and see if it'll actually work. I know theoretically it wouldn't work because the Gator doesn't have a PTO, but for game's sake, I really hope it does. Yes, okay. So we know it works. Let's see if the Gator can actually pull the tree. Yeah, we can. The Gator does not like it at all, but it works. Alright, so after multiple ways of testing and trying, I cannot get the Gator to be able to pull a tree. It might just be this big one, but either way, I can't get it to pull a tree. So I'm thinking if I can sell it, which I think I can, rough value is around $13,000. So we'll get $13,000 out of the Gator. If we can find a good tractor, even just a small tractor, we just need to buy a small, cheap tractor. Even if we do financing for it, I don't think we can go with the Farmall H. It has to be a little bigger than that, something that we can put front weights on. I don't know, maybe the Volvo. The Gator here isn't going to do us any good, no matter what we do. So let's just go here and sell it. $13,000. Let's see and hope if we can afford this 4320. We do want front weights. That adds $800 onto it. I guess we could go with extra power, but we don't really need that. We just need the standard financing. Oh, we have enough. That's good news. We're gonna go 2 years at 10%. That way we have $1,640 payment a month. We know we can make at least $2,000 a month. So let's just confirm, and I'll go pick it up and bring it to the winch. Alright guys, I got the tractor here. I've got it hooked up to the winch, and it pulls it like a champ. This is going to save us so much time. It drives slower than the Gator. It only drives at 19 miles an hour. But, I mean, you're moving a whole tree at once. You don't spend time cutting it into pieces, or you don't spend time cutting it into pieces or loading it up or anything like that. So, and it's just that simple. You can just detach it from the tractor. Now let's see how much we get from one tree. $230. That's not great. I wonder if just selling whole trees lowers the prices instead of cutting them up. But either way, it's a lot faster. We can do 3 or 4 at a time, I bet, with this tractor. And now we have a tractor that we can probably put a plow or a cultivator on to start making farm ground when we clear enough land. So I'm going to call it a video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.